the weekend. Boy, better know we come from the street set. Smoking weed, drinking a sweet bit. I was on road with.
Yo, what is going on, people? This is NAF Music here, and today in this vid, I'm gonna be talking about my favorite shows of 2017 and 2018, and I'm gonna be saying why and explaining what's what. Oh yeah, also, by the way, this isn't gonna be based on what got the most views on the channel or tension. It's gonna be based on what I thought was the best, or what I can recall being my best experience. So that's how it's gonna go down, and it counts for award shows, festivals, concerts, bar gigs, anything, arenas, academies, anything. Yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so at number 10 we have Saucy Night Out in Blueprint in Leicester, and the reason why it's in Leicester is because that's close to where my uni is, and honestly that night was amazing. When I went to Saucy in Blueprint, it was Rams, who's just a little hated by some people, but I like him. There was Young, there was the group NSG, and they were all brilliant on the night. The atmosphere is great. In fact, I'll play some clips now of it, but honestly that night was just really good. I mean, I'm not describing it well. I mean, it was a typical club night, but this one was more packed, obviously because of the people who were there, and I just enjoyed the experience. Obviously it did pretty well on YouTube, and yeah, I just liked it. And for me, that performance showed that he can perform live, not perfectly, but he is pretty good. He's not as bad as what people say. I know, so for Young and NSG, they also did their thing for me, and I enjoyed it. Okay, so at number 9 I got the Rated Awards, and these were pretty awesome because when I went there, I saw a few YouTubers even, but I saw in person, in the flesh, a lot of artists who were there. And also the performance by Chip, Skepta and Ambush Jumpy was really good. Also Giggs' performance and Kojo Fund and DWE at the end, they were all pretty good, but my favorite one of that night was Ambush. Ambush's Jumpy with Skepta and Chip. That was just brilliant. I mean, everyone went hype, man. That was the first moment, I think, where everyone was really out of their seats, properly kind of danced into the stuff, and the whole night is amazing. I hope to go to one of these events again, and yeah, Rated Awards 2018 9. Okay, so at 8 we have Logic in London at the Ali Pali in North London, his 2018 show, which was part of his Everybody versus Bobby Tarentino tour. And I've seen Logic 3 years in a row: 2016 at Reading Leeds Fest, 2017 in Birmingham, and this year 2018 in London Ali Pali. And honestly, every time he's been good, but this one was my favorite one, not because it's the most recent one, but it was just amazing. I mean, the crowd was just so hyped for his stuff, even from songs like One Day, which aren't as popular, to even more popular songs like Every Day. He just killed it, and obviously he's got bars. And this was before he released his recent album as well, and even then people still enjoy the old stuff, which shows you how loyal his base is. And honestly, it was just great being there. I got there a bit late, so I missed the openers like Kyle and stuff, but Logic on his own was just amazing, and I wouldn't mind seeing him for 4 years in a row. Okay, so at 7, this one is a festival, and it's Wirless Festival 2017, and the reason is I just love it. I mean, the weather was great, but besides the weather being great, every act I remember at that festival was really good. I only went on Friday, and even that was good. and that's meant to be the weekday, but sorry, so the week as in the WEAK weakest day. But it was brilliant. I mean, I enjoyed everyone from G-Eazy to Chance the Rapper, even people like Zara Larson, who I don't normally play or ever play. Like, she was even really good, I remember. But yeah, Chance the Rapper was brilliant. I mean, I knew he was gonna be good, but he was amazing. You had to be there because obviously he's not talked about as much as other people, but he is honestly a showman, a performer. He was just brilliant. Also, G-Eazy was good, and Festvial was good. Um, who else was there? Yeah, there were quite a few people who were there. So, oh yeah, Post Malone was there as well. Actually, it was brilliant, and I hope to go again. I mean, I did the 2018 too, but I hope to do 2019 as well because it was just brilliant. Okay, so at number 6 we have Reading Fest 2016, and it is pretty good. You know, I just enjoyed it so much. I mean, I enjoy every single year, but this one was pretty good. I remember Red Hot Chili Peppers were like the main headliners, and they were pretty good. And also being more of a rap person, even the rappers were brilliant as well. Obviously the bands were good too, because I like that stuff a bit as well. But yeah, I remember the performers being good. In fact, Logic was actually at 2016 Red, and he was pretty good. MGK had a broken arm, and he still performed there, and he was amazing. I remember. Who else was there? Oh God, this was a while ago now. I mean, there were just. I just know that it was a great time. Anyways, yeah, Reading 2016 was pretty good. Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry, Boy Better Know. I remember the crowd on the main stage for them was crazy, man. It was just, whew. but yeah, but yeah, that was good. Okay, so at number 5, once again we have the Reading Festival. However, this time it to 2017, and this one was also brilliant. I mean, this time Eminem of all people was the headliner. I know he's been here before, back in 2002, I think he went to the fest, and also back in 2013, but yeah, 2017 he was there as well, and it was pretty good. I mean, his set started off a bit light, a bit kind of songs not many people knew, but as it went along, it was just really, really good. It was so good being there, and also there were other people there. Santander, he was good. He was the last person I saw there. Reggie Snow, I saw a tiny bit of him. Loyal Kana was there. He was brilliant. Who else was there, man? They just, oh yeah, Sundara Kama were there. They were pretty good. There were so many people who were there who I enjoyed, and I hope to do it yet again. You know, yeah, and it's just good, man. Leave me alone. So at number 4 we have Wirless Festival 2018, and this was pretty good. It started off with me bumping into one of my friends, but then eventually it started off music-wise, Tim Westwood, and then EO, and then Big Heath and AJ Dino, you know, all those people, and gradually there was Party Next Door, there was Post Malone, who came again for the second year round. There was who else was there? And bearing in mind, I only went Friday again, so I didn't do Saturday or Sunday with Drake and Stormzy, but I did Friday. Oh yeah, Mabel was there as well. J. Cole was the main guy on Friday. He was brilliant. He done songs off of his recent, a KOD album, including the song ATM. That was brilliant. I love it, man. Honestly, it was great being there, and EO, all of them people held their own, and hopefully I get to go to it again. At number 3, we have Stormzy in Nottingham, all the way back in 2017, so just last year. But yeah, Stormzy in Nottingham, that was honestly great. I remember I came up from home to uni like a week earlier, just so that I could get to the show. It was either Bucks or that, and obviously Stormzy. If you don't know Bucks, not important. Anyways, man, it was just a brilliant night. Stormzy done songs from his recent album, Gang Signs and Prayer, and it was great. This was a week or 2 weeks after the album came out. I had got all of the songs on my phone. It was just awesome, like, Blinded by Your Grace, the really soft ones, and then he did the more grimy songs like Return of the Rucksack, and a few older ones like Shut Up, which weren't on the album. Actually, no, Shut Up was on the album, but it was released way before the album was done. And it was just a brilliant night, and in fact, that was the first successful vlog I did, actually, because I had tried before, but there were cancellations. But this was the first one I done, and it's on the channel, like the rest of them. But yeah, Stormzy in Nottingham at Rock City, by the way. It was at Rock City, if you care. It was just brilliant, and hopefully I get to see Stormzy again, even though I've seen Stormzy probably 4 times now, I think. 4 times, 3 times, I don't know, but he's just brilliant. He knows how to put on a show, like, honestly, he's brilliant. Okay, so at number 2, it was Kendrick Lamar in Birmingham at the Genting Arena, and that was pretty good. Like I've said for the rest of these things, Kendrick Lamar was great. I mean, the only bad thing was when I left uni and I got to Birmingham to the queue, and the queue was massive. I mean, I left uni, bearing in mind my uni's in the East Midlands, right? And I left at 12, and I got to the place at a good time, pretty early, but the queue was still huge, like massive. However, I got to a fairly decent spot once I got into the main part of the arena, and it was really great. It was massive. It was awesome. The opener, James Blake, he was really different in sound from Kendrick, but he was pretty good, held his own. And then when Kendrick came on, he had this karate. Oh no! Well, there's a karate theme, and it was really awesome. Okay, sorry about that. Anyways, back. Anyways, like I said, it was a karate theme show. He did songs from Good Kid, Mad City, from Damn. He did songs from To Pimp a Butterfly, and it was just pretty good. I mean, I loved it. Everyone loved it, man. He proved that he is a person who can perform. I mean, there was no DJ, no MP3 playing over himself. It was a band. He was rapping every single lyric. It was just great. And I even interviewed people, as I do normally after these shows, and everyone else loved it as well. And that just shows you how good he is. So yeah, Kendrick, man. Okay, so my honourable mentions are AJ Tracey in Leicester, and that was brilliant. That night was hyped. The reason why I didn't make the 10 is because the others were just better, but that was still a great night. It was at the O2 Academy in Leicester, so not far from where my uni is, because minds like, well, I'm not gonna say where, but yeah, it was it was it was around that, it was near that area. It was pretty good. The next is the DBE 10-year anniversary. That was a really well put together event, you know. Shout out to Pascal for that. That was really cool. D&B, so something different from what I normally go to. And then the next one is the Selected Sounds, but more specifically the October 2017 one, where it was Notes, Young'un, One Asen, and Hardy Caprio, and Chip dropped out of that one because he had some issues or something, I'm not sure. But yeah, that one was really good too, but like I said, it wasn't as good as the first 9 I mentioned. So yeah, those were the honorable mentions. Okay, so at number 1 it is J. Cole in Nottingham, Motorpoint Arena. Honestly, that was just brilliant. I mean, I was even a VIP for that one, so maybe that's where it comes from. But even if I wasn't, he was brilliant, man. This was back in 2017, October, and he was great. I mean, the tour was called For Your Eyes Only, and it was for his mixtape For Your Eyes Only, and it was brilliant. I mean, in terms of songs I didn't know about before, which I loved, I would say Ville Mentality was brilliant. In terms of songs I knew already, I would say No Role Models was pretty good, and there were many other good songs as well, you know, I mean, Wet Dreams and all that stuff, you know, Forest Hill stuff. And this was before he released KOD, so obviously it wouldn't be the same things as he did for the recent Wireless festival. But yeah, J. Cole was just amazing. The arena was just huge, man. I remember coming in with all of the VIPs before anyone else had arrived in, and it was just wow, like fuck me, like it was just huge, and it was so empty, and it was just awesome, man. I mean, I remember I interviewed people before and after the show, and obviously people were excited beforehand, and they were gassed afterwards, man. It was just amazing, and it just shows like that make me want to keep on doing this, because I lose sleep making these videos, and obviously I take a risk in travel and money, you know, going to these shows, being a student and that, but it's worth it because it's fun. I enjoy it, and I don't really care, but you know what I mean, even though I probably should at times. But yeah, J. Cole was just amazing. There was even a part where he showed footage of police raiding his house because neighbors called police on him, claiming he had drugs when he didn't, and it was just a great night and a great show, and I just love it so much. And J. Cole, you know, he's brilliant. I know DWH don't rate him at all, but they're a bit old and they like other stuff, whatever. That's fine, but I love him, and he's just really, really good. And I don't know how to describe it, but but yeah, I know I'm going in too much now. I'm getting too far up there, but like it was just that good. You know, you have to be there or watch my videos. Honestly, like it will tell you what I mean, and yeah, it was great. Okay, that's it. That's all. Yes. Did you enjoy this video? If so, like. Did I miss any shows out which you saw on my channel which you thought were better, or ones I missed which you thought I should have gone to? Comment it down below. Subscribe. Watch other videos on this channel, and yeah, bye.